Sometimes I just turn the camera on and I have no idea what I'm gonna say. Right now is one of those moments. I was planning on making a really fun, healthy meal with you guys, but my tummy hurts, so I think we'll have to save that for tomorrow. Anyway, I'm further proving to myself that gym membership is the way to go, because when I try to do anything with a barbell, or even just my 20-pound like bar thing that I use frequently, something about that and not having like a free movement in one arm really irritates a nerve, I can tell, and I get this like numb feeling all down my arm and I feel like snapping with certain movements and stuff, so I totally avoid that if I'm using dumbbells. Anyway, nobody cares. I must have been so freaking pumped up one day. This, which is 5, 10, so 15 pounds of weights. I don't know how much the little bar itself weighs, but 15 pounds plus whatever the bar is. And somehow I was doing lateral raises with this dumbbell and I can't do it anymore. And I've been trying for the past couple days. I was like, how the heck did I do that? And I know I had all of these weights on here because I hadn't taken them off. I can't even get close to doing it now. I don't know what was going on that day. I must have just been pumped up real hard pumped up, but I cannot do it anymore. And I was out here I did like 2 or 3 sets of 10, I'm pretty sure. And my brain just cannot understand how I did it. Like, it was a struggle, but I could do it, and I wasn't using momentum to like swing the weight up or anything. I don't know what the heck. Apparently, my muscles are just like, we're not ready for that right now. We'll save that for another day. And so instead, because it's really annoying constantly taking weights on and off that little tiny thing, I've just been using my little 5-pound weights. And sometimes I'll hold them together in one hand, and then I have 10 pounds, and then I can do like a nice controlled, because I want these shoulders
big. I want big shoulders.
I'm ready for big shoulder life. Hypertrophy and strength are 2 different things, I know. I've been really into watching Jeff Nippard on YouTube lately, and he's very like exercise-based science, natural bodybuilder. So I trust him. I trust his judgment, okay? Plus he's Canadian, so I trust him extra hard. Having to do a chest press from the floor is not exactly ideal, but we gotta get these chest muscles working, and I can't do a push-up yet, you guys. I can't do a push-up yet. So this is what I'm working with, okay? Just for now. I heard somebody say that if you don't put your pinky on, like don't grip the bar with your pinky, your chest muscles work a lot more, and that is working right now, and it's really weird. Oh, the feeling of my head on the floor there gave me like nails on a chalkboard feeling. I don't know why, but I can't get it out of my head now and my teeth hurt. What's wrong with me? I also saw a video on Instagram of this man showing you like anybody could do a push-up. And I was like, sir, I can't do a push-up. What are you doing? What was I saying? Anyway, I also saw this video on Instagram of this man and he was like, anybody can do a push-up. And I was like, but I've tried and I'm not good at it. And he was like, here's where you can start. Get down on the ground and then just pop up. Just get up. Start on the ground and just get up. And I was like, you know what? That kind of seems like it could be a thing. Like that could help. Maybe there's like a mental block a little bit where you're like, oh, I can't do a push-up. Nah. So like you kind of fail already because you think you can't do it. But let's try this. He was like, you're just down on the ground. Where should my hands be? I never know where my hands should go for a push-up. And I think we just push ourselves up. It works! Maybe we just keep doing that over and over until we like build up strength, kind of like negatives. That's fun. Maybe it's not quite what he had in mind. Okay, so maybe we didn't exactly master our push-ups yet, but I think we're on to something. We're on to something. And maybe in a couple maybe in a couple months, I can do some like real push-ups. All right, so enough flopping around down on the floor here. I've had enough of this for the day. I'm done anyway. I didn't film everything. Okay, my tummy started to feel a little bit better. I still don't want a huge meal, but I thought instead of not eating anything, we'll have something little, something nutritious. Don't mind me just ripping up my lettuce leaves. There's something about just like a really big piece of lettuce that pisses me off. I don't want to be fighting with this leaf to get it in my mouth, you know? I want it to be small. So I'm ripping up my lettuce leaves here. You know, that's the beauty of making your own food. Make it however you want. What we're gonna have is a little bit of the Trader Joe's curry chicken salad. I'm not too concerned about how much of a serving I'm putting in my salad at this moment because I haven't eaten that much today because of the hurdy tummy. It is my belief that when you have a hurdy tummy, Calories don't really matter. I also got some D'Anjou pears. D'Anjou pears. They don't really feel that ripe, but a little bit of fresh fruit on a hearty tummy, that feels good. Why am I just like crouching down in front of the camera instead of getting the tripod? I couldn't tell you. I don't know, okay? I don't make the rules. I'm just gonna cut this bad boy up. She's such a fun shape. Oh, not ripe at all. Oh my goodness, not ripe. Not even in the slightest. That is like Asian pear texture. So crispy, so nice, but not what you expect in a D'Anjou. Let's try this pear. That doesn't taste right. I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on the pear not being ripe, but this tastes like the starchiest popcorn you've ever had in your life with the texture of a really crunchy pear. That's weird. Also, what is it about pears that makes your mouth feel dry? What's that? I don't like it. Willing to look past it. If it tastes good, this one doesn't taste good. Therefore, the dryness is extra not good. All right, as upset as I am about this pear, I'm still gonna eat it all. So I'm gonna go eat this in my salad, and I'll be back tomorrow to make a proper delicious meal together. A really nice salad with some really nice butternut squash and bacon, and I'm so excited for it. Oh, I forgot. They're not good. I hope the rest of them don't taste like this. Welcome to Cozy Cooking with Tara. Cozy, healthy cooking. We're making a cozy fall, relatively healthy meal today together. That's what we're doing, me and you here. Am I peeking the mic real bad? It kind of looks like I might be peeking the mic a little bit. I might turn this down. But that seems better. Okay, that's a good level right there. The dogs might bark in a second. Hello, welcome to Cozy Healthy Cooking with Tara. It's cold out. It is autumn. And let's make a healthy, cozy meal today. I was inspired because at Trader Joe's, I saw they had pre-cut butternut squash. And I don't know about you, but I hate cutting butternut squash. It gets all weird on your hands. And also, it's really hard to cut. And sometimes my wrist hurts and I don't want to cut it. So we got some pre-cut butternut squash. And that inspired everything. And then I saw the goat cheese. And then I was like, we got to double back and go get some bacon. Bacon, maybe not necessarily the most healthy thing, but in moderation, it's okay. So we're including it in our salad, and I don't want to hear anything about it. I'm out of breath. So I don't have a recipe. I'm just going on a whim here. I've got greens in the fridge, some sort of like mixed lettuce, some kale. We got butternut squash. I got apples or pears, whichever I think might be nice. We got some candied pecans. We got, did I already say goat cheese, bacon, and chicken breast. And I don't know how, but we're going to combine all these things into a delicious salad. Very colorful, delicious salad, might I add. So, word up to Trader Joe's having pre-cut things like this out and about now. They had sweet potatoes as well, and a couple other items. So I figured we'll just start with the squash and get this roasting because, you know, I actually don't really know how long you're supposed to roast squash, but right now I have the oven preheating, and then we'll just put it on a pan and just roast it until it looks good. So here's a bowl. And, you know, what's a good fall? I mean, these aren't cut very evenly, but I guess that's the price you pay, right? Squash, squash. What are some nice fall-y spices? Cinnamon wouldn't be weird. I think cinnamon would be nice. I'll do a little bit of olive oil. Hit it with a ton of salt, because I love salt. But I mean, if you're trying to be healthy in terms of low sodium, maybe don't add salt, you know? Use your brain. We'll do some pepper. I would use fresh ground, but I can't find my peppercorns. Maybe I'm just out. I could be out. I don't know. Now, let's see. Fall, y'all. Where's the cinnamon? Cinnamon? What about like allspice? Do I even have allspice? I don't have allspice? Who am I? Okay, I guess we're just going with like cinnamon. Just a tiny, tiny smidge. I don't want it to be like overwhelming or anything. What if we threw some maple in here? Would that be too much? Will the maple just burn? We're doing it. We're doing it. Why not? We're experimenting here. Got the real good stuff. Just a smidge. Maybe I should like do this at the end. It's too late. It's already in the bowl. So what did I put in here? A little bit of olive oil, maple syrup, salt, pepper, and a bit of cinnamon. Do we need like a savory spice? Do we need like garlic or... I don't have onion powder, but that would be nice. Onion powder is... Oh, I have a tiny bit. We'll do a smidge of onion. It's maple and onion. Yummy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit to bring out some savoriness. But I really do want it to be kind of sweet And I think that's probably fine. So let's just give this a squishy, squishy, mishy, mashy. Let me see how it smells. Well, it smells really good. How could it not, though? So in my head, it felt right to be preheating my baking pan. So I just took like an aluminum, sheet. I put some foil on it, and it's been preheating with the oven. So it's going to be nice and hot. So we should get like a pretty hot sizzle when we dump these on the pan. And that felt exciting to me. That felt right. Is it right? I don't know. Are we going to burn the maple syrup? Highly likely. But like squash is already so sweet. It's going to burn. It was going to burn on its own. Okay? Okay. Now you have to come over here so we can do this part together. Are you excited? Can you see? All right, this is going to be exciting. Why is the stove such a goddamn mess? Ow, that's hot as hell. Don't touch that. Look out, Clementine. Clemmy really wants to burn her head in the oven. I don't know why. Okay. A hot baking pan. Here we go. I really want this to sizzle. If it doesn't, I'm going to be sad. Yes! Listen. That's good. That's freaking good. Yes! Okay, now back in the oven. I'm gonna let that cook. And we should get some like nice browning on there because of that, I hope. In my head, that's how it works. Beep, beep, Clementine. Beep, beep, Clementine. Get out of the way, little dog. All right, now I'm totally Googling how long to roast cubed squash. Autocorrect made this say, how lucky MD to roast cubed suish. Thanks. How long to roast cubed butternut squash. Thank you. Da-da-da-da, beep, 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 ba, ba, ba. Oh, they're doing 400. I did a 425. 25 to 35 minutes. So I'll check mine at 20, just for shits and giggles. That sounds right. What else do we have to think about here? Bacon. I do want to use a little bit of bacon. I like to do my bacon in the oven, but maybe I'll just like cut up a few and then we'll just do it in a pan on the stove. And then it's easier to drain off the excess grease. That sounds right. So let's get working on that. Here we have some Trader Joe's uncured, dry rubbed, sliced bacon. It looks pretty good. I don't know how to pick out bacon, but I thought that looked pretty good. I can't find my little frying pan, so we're gonna use a pot to cook our bacon, which feels weird, but should work just fine. How did I only just hit 10,000 steps? I worked this morning and walked 3 dogs. I guess I had a short day. That'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices here. I'll just cut that up nice and small. I haven't had bacon in forever. This is going to be a nice little treat. It'll just be enough for like a salty, crunchy hit in the salad, you know? It's not going to be like a bacon salad. Also, I would like to know, how do the dogs know when I'm cutting meat? Like, can they smell it from 2 rooms away? Because they all just came into the room while I'm cutting bacon. They must be able to smell it. They're like, we smell that meat. Mother, we smell meat. Please give us meat, Mother. Mother, we need meat. No, you don't. Beep, beep. All right. You're going to hear a sizzle. You ready? I'm all about those sizzles today. Oh my God, the squash already smells so good. All right, so we didn't get a bacon sizzle. That's okay. Let's try not to be too upset. So that squash is already smelling freaking phenomenal. I wish you could smell it through the screen. I hope it tastes good. The bacon is crisping away on the stove. Now she's sizzling. What else do we have to do? We need to cook some chicken. I pulled out 2 of my nice Whole Foods delicious certified humane chicken breasts from the freezer yesterday, so we can make those. I'm kind of thinking just like oven roasted chicken breast sounds nice. Brine the chicken for 16 hours. Well, we won't be doing that, that's for sure. We're doing a 450 baking dish, seasonings, bake for 15 to 18 minutes. That's it. You know, I'm skeptical, but we're gonna do it. I guess I'll just throw it in with the squash and see what happens. Hi, sweet hen. Hello, sweet hen. Hello, sweet baby hen. Beep, beep. Here we can repurpose our squash bowl to put some seasonings for our chicken in and whatnot. Oh, I need more oil. It's empty. All right, we'll do a little bit of salt. Also, I want to point out, whenever I'm cooking and recording myself and recording myself cooking, when I'm adding like salt or like honey or anything that I'm like, a little bit of this, it always looks like I'm putting so much in, but I swear to God, I'm not. And like literally maybe half a tablespoon of olive oil is in here right now. It probably looked like I was pouring forever. And salt, maybe like an eighth of a teaspoon went in there. It always looks so crazy on camera. I'm like, did I put that much in? But like, no, because most of the time I'm weighing out what I'm doing so like I know what it looks like. You know what I mean? I promise I'm not out here just drowning my stuff in oil and like sugar and not counting it. The bacon has rendered down nicely and she's just crisping up. Let's see, what kind of spices do we want on our chicken? I'm thinking for a fall chicken, paprika feels good. Maybe some rosemary. Paprika, rosemary, some garlic powder. Maybe we'll just keep it simple with that. Paprika, rosemary, and garlic. I'm into it. Whole ton of garlic, a nice bit of rosemary. How is this fucking battery dead already? You kidding me? I literally just put a new battery in when I started this. It's only been recording for 10 minutes and the battery needs to be replaced. So just gonna get this in here and then I'll deal with that. I should have put some rosemary on the squash, eh? Oh well, a little bit. We'll crush it up with our fingies. New battery incoming, I guess. You happy now? Fresh battery, ready to go? Let's do it. First of all, the squash smells phenomenal. The bacon is crisping. Simply because the recipe said to, I'm gonna make our chicken in a baking dish like this. Maybe something about the high sides is important. Not too sure. But we're just gonna do it because it feels right. So I've got like our little spices and stuff in the leftover squash bowl, some olive oil, and I'll just dump these bad boys in. We'll give them a little slop around and we'll throw them in the oven. The squash has about 7 minutes left. The bacon is almost done. Hello, sweet cheeky breast. 1, 2, mishmashing around in here. I love the combination of like a lightly smoked paprika and garlic. It's a good combo, you guys. Here we have some chicken breast, all seasoned and delicious. I'm gonna plop these in here. 1, 2. This feels weird and wrong a little bit. There they are. Chicken. And wash my hand and I'll check back in 1 second. Okay, the bacon is crispy and done, so I'm just gonna take it out and put it in a little bowl that I have layered with some paper towel so we can soak up that excess grease that we don't need. I'm debating using like the bacon grease in here, maybe for like a dressing instead of using like olive oil or something. We'll probably need an oil for a dressing, so I'm just gonna save this just in case. Just killed this bowl. I just had it on top of a hot freaking burner. Terry, you freaking Trace Louise, girl. Sorry about Briggs barking. Our neighbor is putting out their Thanksgiving decorations, which involves like a big blow up turkey, which is so cute, but Briggs is like, no thank you right now, but he'll have to deal with it. He'll get used to it. All right, so what did I say? Bacon. We didn't blow up the bowl on the burner. That's good. Grease, we'll save. The chicken, we can pop it in the oven now. Here it is. That looks like chicken, right? And I'll just put it in. Here we go. Let's put this chicken in. Maybe while we're in here, we'll take a peek at the squash. Here's how the squash looks. Kind of dry and weird, TBH. And nowhere near ready. Well, I guess it is only like 20 minutes. Let's give it a little doot-doot. Like a ch-ch-ch, you know? Let's give the squash one of these. Ch-ch-ch. Maybe it needed a little more oil. It's so dry. Why is it looking so dry? Maybe it just needs longer so that the sugars release and stuff like that. See, this is why I shouldn't be trusted to just cook unattended without a recipe. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what I'm doing here, you guys. That looks good. Back in the oven. Now that we know the squash needs more time, we can add more time on the timer. The timer currently says 2 minutes left, but let's make that 14. Also, the chicken's in there, so then we'll just like we'll take a peek at the chicken at 14 too. I probably won't be done, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think it'll be done. All right, so let's see. Chicken in the oven, good. Squash roasting in the oven, nice. Bacon cooked, drained, good. What else is gonna go on our salad? Greens, kale. We should cut up the kale. Oh, this time the light in the background is on. Is this nicer? Does this look nicer for lighting? What do we think? I can't tell. Usually I either have the lights off or it's on and it's just terrible. I don't know how to set up lighting for a video, you guys. I've looked into it, I've researched, and I've tried to do settings and stuff, but I think this light in our kitchen is just, it's like not compatible with cameras. It's just a real shitty light. I should get a new one. All right. Ooh, I forgot I have Brussels sprouts too. Shaved Brussels sprouts. Trader Joe's. Always coming in hot. should we keep them raw? You can eat raw Brussels sprouts in like a salad, right? Sounds good. Okay, we got some kale. I already washed this kale, so it's good to go. Maybe I should like have a bowl out or something ready, you know? Like a proper prepared human. Let's just rip our kale off the stem. Last time I did this, I gave Clemmy the stem to chew on. She kind of loved it, but I also didn't Google if that was safe for her to eat, so I won't be doing that again, just in case. Before Googling, before doing some research. Remember that time that I put a bowl right on top of a hot burner that had just been used to cook bacon? That was funny. I'm really happy that bowl didn't explode. That would have made me so sad. I would have been so sad. My new Corel bowls, which I'm loving, by the way. Bowl of kale, anyone? What if I massage the kale with bacon grease? Is that excessive? Like, it's bacon grease or it's olive oil, you know? Saturated fats, who? Is it saturated fats that's in bacon and that's why it's not great for you? Can't remember. Oh, a yucky bit. Get out of here, yucky bit. Get out of here, yucky bit. Get out of here, yucky bit. Okay, again. Bacon, check. Chicken, squash, greens, kale, Brussels sprouts. This is a farty salad. Oh, I can't wait. Tooting up a storm. Here we come. Goat cheese. I have a regular honey goat cheese. And then I also have like a caramelized onion goat cheese, which might be good, but also that might just be too many flavors all in one. Like just too many fall flavors. Spiced pecans for some crunch. Extra nutty crunch. I think this is going to be a pretty dang good salad. Is that a yucky bit? It's like kind of a yucky bit. Now, if I put the bacon grease on here now, am I going to burn my hands? Probably. Probably. Remember when I said I was making a healthy salad? See, sure you could make a salad with just like a vinegar and salt and pepper. Like, where's the fun in that? It's not like I'm out here drinking a cup of bacon grease or something. We're just having a little bit. Also, we need to think about what kind of dressing overall we want for the salad. Maybe like I think like a honey mustard would be too much. Like, we got a lot of flavors going on here. I feel like we go all in and we just do like a Dijon honey mustard, or maybe we just keep it simple. Like, I do have that apple thyme vinaigrette that I love from Aldi. So like we could just use that because that stuff is so good. Honestly, yeah, I think we're just gonna go with that so we don't have to like make another thing. Not that would be bad, but why does the kale make my hands feel weird? Kind of giving butternut squash vibes, and I'm not a fan of that. Get off my lap, sweet pea. All right, I'm gonna massage this kale with bacon grease and I don't want to hear any words. There really wasn't that much in there. What I do know is that everything in the oven right now is smelling so good. This is turning out to be like a really nice fall meal that I'm very excited to eat. I'm gonna be sitting here eating a ton of delicious greens, colorful veg, and chicken, a little bit of bacon, goat cheese. Seasonal eating is just so much fun, don't you think? How long do you like to massage your kale for? This is tenderizing so fast. Maybe we should be massaging the Brussels sprouts in there too. That feels right. So I did go ahead and added about half of that bag of the shaved Brussels sprouts and massaged that in there with the kale, along with some of the apple thyme vinaigrette that I absolutely love from Aldi. This shit slaps. So good. And when the time comes, we'll just add in some regular greens. Regular greens. Probably a little bit more dressing when we need to as well. And all of our delicious fix-ins. Now, apple or pear? I did have a pear yesterday and it was not great. It wasn't consistent. It was yucky in parts, but okay in parts, which is weird. Oh, I forgot I was going to take those out of the fridge so they could ripen a little bit. Just do have some nice d'Anjou pears here. D'Anjou! Well, they're not nice. They're not nice right now. That's why I didn't like it yesterday. What else do we got in here? Carrots, cabbage, envy apples. I forgot about those. All right, maybe we're going to do an apple. Apple, butternut squash, bacon, goat cheese. I mean, pear would be great too. How the hell did I get into these apples? When did I buy these apples? Where did I buy them from? They're feeling a little old and wrinkly. When the hell did I buy these? Oh, these are... Well, if I peel it, it might be okay. Like right now, it's kind of giving gala apple vibes. And those are not great. They're kind of mealy. They don't have a nice tight crisp to them. So let's see what happens when I cut it. She's looking a little old. She's a little flaccid. It still tastes really good though. All right. Chokes on an apple, a home alone. Dogs can't call 911. All right, this apple's good. She's gonna go on the salad. Yeah, you know what? Apple time vinaigrette, I think, means we gotta put apple in the salad and not pear. Sorry, pears. You'll have your day soon. Not today. If I'm giving off like nervous energy today, I might be. I feel filled with nervous energy because I have to get medical time. I have to get a biopsy on Monday. And I have to go by myself. I tried to schedule it when Grant could come with me just as like a support person. But if I tried to do that, it would have been like weeks out. And like, it's a biopsy, so you kind of want to get it done ASAP. And I was like, okay, I'll be a big girl. I'll go by myself. So now I have to go do that all by myself on Monday. It is in my thyroid. So they're going to shove a needle in my neck, give me some numbing stuff. Then they're going to shove another needle in there, grab some cells, and fingers crossed they're not cancer. Am I right? I mean, the reality is that just like when I had a lump on my boob and I got that checked out, it's just a cyst or whatever, you know, it'll be benign, it'll be fine, but it's still scary. It's scary because I don't want to get a needle in my neck. Like that's, you know, I'm not worried that I have cancer because the odds are I don't. And that's just, you know, smart thinking because why worry about that when I don't know? So that, you know, I'm just nervous because, you know, I got to go all by myself and it's a really far drive away. I have to go an hour away. I wasn't allowed to choose where I go for this. They just called me and were like, hey, you want to schedule? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, wait, where is this? And she was like, it's here, an hour away from where I live. So I have to drive there all by myself, being nervous. It'll be fine. Just talking it out loud feels better, of course. But anyway, if you're watching this and you're hearing this, send me good vibes. If you're watching this as the video comes out, my biopsy is on Monday, which is tomorrow. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I forgot my timer just went off. What was that for? The squash and the chicken. Let me just finish cutting these apples up. Clementine is being so cute beside me right now. I think she deserves some apple. But she's a sweet little fruit girl. She's a little chicken rat. She's a little fruit rat. I know if Grant heard me talking about like the whole biopsy thing and I'm like, odds are I don't have cancer. He'd be like, you're jinxing it. You're jinxing it. Ever since I was in the car and I was like, here's another test result. It's going to be nothing. But then it turned out I had lupus. So now he thinks that anytime I say like, it's probably nothing, he tells me that I'm jinxing it and then like everything's going to be bad. All right, checking on the stuff. Got my handy dandy ThermaPen, the best little thermometer there ever was. Instant read. Instant read. The chicken looks so sad. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to done yet. No, we're at 123 for the chicken. Obviously not done. Let's check the squash. It looks nicer than it did before. What do you think? Let's see. See, like some pieces are done and then other pieces are not. And that's what happens when you're lazy and you buy your pre-cut squash instead of doing it yourself. We'll just sit it in for longer. I'll go for 5 more minutes. Bam. Okay. All right, so I've cut up some apple. Oh, you can't see my head. Hello? Can you see me, friends? Friends? So I think this is as much apple as I'm going to do right now. This feels annoying because like half an apple left. Should I just eat it? I don't want a whole ass apple in my salad. Will it keep if I mix it in there right away? I don't know. I'm going to put it... Why are we barking? I'm going to go inspect. It's just a doggy across the street trying to take a dump, bro. Like, as if you don't take dumps on other people's lawns. Ooh, it's a pretty Akita. I didn't know we had an Akita in the neighborhood. Are you ready to come out? Come on. There's nobody there. I'll go see with you. All done. Apparently we have an Akita in the neighborhood. How cute. Surprise, surprise. When I walked the dogs earlier today, there was a random loose dog out in the streets, and that was making me real nervous. Surprise, surprise. Can people just keep their freaking dogs on a leash or in their house? Like, supervise them, you know? It's not hard. It's really not hard. I went years without a fence. Our dogs never escaped. They never went on a tour on their own. I judge people who let their dogs do that. Where are we at here? Let's tidy up a little bit. Brussels sprouts. Ooh, I have grapes too. Can we add grapes in the salad anywhere? That's too much. Rein it in, Tara. Rein it in. All right, this apple do be wrinkly, but she do be delicious. That's a good apple. You guys want some apple? I don't know if you like apple, Briggs. She does. Okay, so I burnt myself on the squash pan, but the squash is done. Hooray. Here's the chicken, looking a little sad, as the chicken does when it doesn't have much browning on it, but that's okay. We're just going to cut it up and throw it in a salad. I think it's going to be good. Turn off the oven. Check the bacon. Bacon's good. I'm just going to let the chicken sit for a little bit, and then we'll throw our salad together. And it's going to be delicious, and I'm so excited to eat it and sit down and watch YouTube. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so the squash has cooled down to a temperature where I think we can try it. Because honestly, I'm not the biggest butternut squash fan, but I just felt like it would be good to eat in fall. So that's why I bought it. Let's taste this before we put it in our salad, just in case it's yucky. Because what if it's yucky and I don't want it? You know, what are we going to do then? Be upset, that's what. Let's try it. I'm going to choose a piece that looks real unctuous. This little guy right here. Check him out. He's looking like a tidbit. Ooh, that's good. What did I put in here? I'm going to have to watch the video back. I don't remember what's on here, but this is good. Yeah. Oh boy. That's delicious. That's so good. I'm going to eat it all before I can get in the salad. I'm going to slice up the chicken and let's build a freaking salad. Look at this cute little freaking chicken breast. What a little sweetie pie. Ooh, she tender. Ooh, girl. Is that a freaking dog hair? I swear to God. How'd I get a dog hair on here? Kill me now. Life with doggies. A chicken. You guys, this brand of chicken, she's for me. She's for me. She's consistent. Even after it was frozen, it's still perfect. And I may have overcooked it a little bit because it was already 170 when I took it out of the oven. AKA, yes, it was overcooked. And it's still so juicy and tender. Look at these big ass leaves. I dropped some lettuce and the dogs are eating it. You guys get some lettuce? My little brontosauri? Now, if you know me, this lettuce, too big. We shred. We shred the lead. Don't forget to shred your lead. And what once seemed like an overwhelming amount of lettuce now seems normal. I wish my husband would stop putting the baking stuff in the cooking drawer. You goose. Okay. We'll hit this with a little bit of dressing since there's already some on the other stuff. Give that a little zhuzh around. Let's try to make this look pretty, okay? So we got that. Let's get our kale and our Brussels sprouts in there too. That already looks delicious. I don't know about you. I'm into that. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, girl. Go off. Should we do like cute little lines of shit? Let's do that. That's aesthetic and cute. Ooh, some of these are a little crispy on the edges. Line of some roasted squash. Let's do some of our dressed apples. Okay, this is not the right utensil to get these out of here. My mouth is watering like crazy, you guys. Let's do bacon along the apple. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Dogs! You're ruining my vibe. Y'all are ruining my vibe. Should we put the entire fucking chicken on there? That's too much, almost, honestly. Some chicken. I will eat the whole chicken breast, but just, we can't get it in there for looks, you know? What's missing? Pecans and goat cheese. The salad's too big for this bowl. What have I done? I should have chopped these up. Chopped and unk. We'll crush them with our really strong hands. Some spiced pecans. I feel like I'm putting too many toppings on here, so you can't really see the green underneath anymore, and it's losing its appeal. The green was so nice. Last up, we have some goat cheese. I went for the honey goat cheese instead of the caramelized onion goat cheese. But also, everybody, I need you to tell me, how do you store your goat cheese after you've opened it? Because you know that shit be getting all mushy in that little package. I usually take it out and then just keep it in a little bowl. Is there a better way I could be doing this? Let me know. This goat cheese is too soft to crumble. So, yeah. Chopped and unk. I am chopped and also unk. Okay, that's too much. We overdid it. I'm into it. Everybody, the salad's done. Should I take some hot pics? I'm gonna take some hot pics of the salad. Yeah. Everyone, we are chopped and unk. I can't stop saying that. I'm so sorry. Look at this freaking salad. I made a beast. Made a freaking beast. It's one of those ones where like you get this in a restaurant and you're like, where do I start? How do I start eating this without spilling it all over the table? Because you're going to. I'm kind of thinking I might throw this in a bowl, mix it together, and then eat it. Let's see. You know, I was going to go crazy and put sliced grapes on here too. I think that might simply be too far. This autumn spectacular salad. This might be the best thing I've ever made in my life. This is so freaking good. I want some apple. I want some goat cheese. This is phenomenal. Honestly, this chicken, I can't get over it. It's so good. I'm never going back to shit-ass chicken ever again. Certified humane all the way. I forget what the was it Pine Manor Farms was the brand? I like it. I overcooked the chicken. It came out at 170 out of the oven, and it's still so soft, so tender, so juicy. Hello? This butternut squash is phenomenal. The apple, delicious. We recycled her. She almost was a bad apple. I almost would have thrown those out, but they're delicious and tasty. Okay, time to mash it all up. Let's go get cozy in the living room. We have transitioned to a more comfortable place. I am so tired and so hungry. All I've had today so far is just my overnight oats, and I didn't even have chia seeds in them. How upsetting. I had to order more. All right, the honey goat cheese was absolutely the right move. It is just the perfect amount of a little sweetness that kind of blends well with the squash and the apple. And it just ties it all together in such a nice way. If you don't like goat cheese, just don't put goat cheese in your salad. That's all I can say to you. This is so delicious. I'm so looking forward to just sitting here and eating the crap out of this salad, enjoying it, eating all these colors. I got lots of colors in here. How lovely. We got greens. We got protein. We got some fat from the bacon. I wouldn't say healthy fats really, but you know, just a little bit. Just a little touch, a little smidge. And then a nice little vinaigrette to top it all off. We got some good ass minerals. Apples, squash, greens, leaves, Brussies, chicken. This is like my ideal fall meal. I'll report back with if I'm able to finish this whole bowl of salad. And then maybe we'll do some yoga after, because I've been lifting weights, but I haven't really been focusing too much on like stretching and relaxation of the mind and whatnot. So maybe we'll dabble into that after this, as long as I'm not too full. Hey pals, obviously this video is 40 minutes long already. We will not be doing yoga together. The salad was amazing. I was able to finish it all. It was delicious. I was very full. I I've been farting a little bit. Been doing a little bit of farting. Although I don't think it's from the salad because that would be simply too fast. Anyway, I had a fun time just really, really simply editing this video without too much stuff. So let me know what you think about it because I really liked it. Just like a very long, chatty cooking vlog is basically what it ended up being, and I really like it. So I hope you like it too. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.